this mindset, this perspective, this visual that I'm going to share with you is something that has grounded me and helped me to hone in on, particularly in moments of disruption, what is it that matters most? What matters most is what you can control. And for most of us that are also type A, for most of us who are also leaders, for most of us who are about the high performance and getting it done, we also have a sliver of maybe being a controlling person, maybe just a little bit. I don't know. I'll speak for myself, right? I know I can have that tendency, right? And the reason why that can be challenging for your mindset is because when you are facing disruption, oftentimes you have to surrender to what is happening because you do not have control over what's happening, but you do have control over what's happening in terms of how you respond to it. So if you've got a sheet of paper, or if you got a whiteboard like me, whatever you got in front of you, right? I just want you to draw a circle on it. And if you're listening in, I'm holding up my little mini whiteboard here, and I'm just going to draw a circle. So if you got a sheet of paper next to you, just draw a circle on the sheet of paper. And then inside of that circle, I want you to draw another smaller circle. So essentially you have a donut on your sheet of paper, right? You've got a donut on your sheet of paper. Now, everything that's outside of the donut, so all of the white space that you drew that donut on are things that you have no control over. They're things that happen to you. They're situations that you experience. It's the layoff that you didn't know it's coming. It's the hiring manager that did not choose you for the role, even though you showed up as your best, had every star story in the book, and followed up and wrote a thank you card, right? It's the things that happen to you that there's nothing that you could have done to have changed the outcome. Then the actual donut part of this visual is what you have influence over, right? So you don't control the final outcome or the final result, but the way that you show up, the way that you contribute, the kinds of conversations and relationships that you have and build can perhaps influence the final decision maker. Now, for the small circle in the middle, that space that makes up the hole in the actual donut, if you're visualizing this with us, that, my friend, is what you have direct control over. The challenge, and what still resonates with me back from when I was an undergraduate sophomore, and this regional manager is drawing this on a sheet of paper with me and sharing this with me, to sitting with you right now today over, gosh, it's been several years. I'll just say it like that. Well over a decade, getting close to 20 years later. This still resonates with me because it is such a powerful picture of where I need to spend my time. So controlling the controllables for me means, Brittany, you need to stay on and in the donut. That's it. Everything else, all the stuff that's outside, all of the things that you have no direct control over, like you specifically cannot control the final outcome. The things that you have no influence over, you don't have anyone in your sphere of influence or a way to get to the decision maker that actually does have direct control over that insert challenge. If it's anything beyond that, I need to learn to release it from my mind.